Good morning to Doctor, also our fellow friends. Now let me to introduce our group member. First is Ki EU. She is our group leader. Next is Lim Yisin and NURUL HAZIQAH. Then is RIFHAN and IDDIN. After that is Sarah and QISTINA. The last three is Nisa, LIYANA and me. My name is Khor and Ting.
Hi, my name is Kiyo and my matrix number is 284324. The study of consumer behavior has been an interesting and crucial field of study for buyers, sellers, and economists, as it involves a wide range of reasons that are influencing people directly or indirectly. Therefore, we conducted a consumer survey and came up with this assignment report. The title of our survey is A Survey About Consumer Behavior. So, first of all, what is consumer behavior? Consumer behavior is a study of how people and organizations opt for their products and services. It mostly focuses on factors such as psychology, motivation, and behavior. It is believed that by understanding what motivates people to acquire specific goods and services, marketers will be able to decide which products are most demanded in the marketplace. Secondly, what is consumer demand? Consumer demand is defined as the ability and willingness of consumers to do a purchase of a certain quantity of goods and services within a given time period. However, being willing to purchase does not fulfill an effective demand. According to consumer demand, willingness must be supported by an ability to pay. Therefore, purchasing power is needed to turn desire into demand. The purchasing power is determined by the income on consumers, and it is in relation to their current price level. Next, what is utility? Utility is an economic term that describes the total satisfaction derived from the consumption of one good or service. Consumers typically aim to maximize their utility based on rational choice. Understanding the economic value of a good or services is crucial as it has direct impact on the consumer's demand, and there will also be changes in the pricing for that good or services. Generally, it is impossible to assess and quantify a consumer's utility. However, it can be determined indirectly with two approaches, which is cardinal approach and ordinal approach.
Hi everyone, I'm Lim Yisin, matrix number 284273. Demographic characteristics of the respondents was taken in the form of gender, ethnicity, and age. From the collected data, we observed that female has the highest frequency compared to male as it covers 19 respondents out of 30. The coverage has occupied 63% of the respondents and the rest are made up of male. Next, as we know the Malaysian population comprised of people of different races and religions, to ease the data analysis, we divided the ethnicity into 4 groups, that is Malay, Chinese, Indians, and others categories. The major race from the sample respondents are Malays, which has a total of 14 out of 30 respondents and form 47% from the total people who answered the survey, followed by Chinese, who taking 27% from this survey. The difference between the Malays and Chinese is a huge gap. Moving on, there are only 23% of Indian respondents, while the others category, which formed by Dusun respondents, constitute the smallest group of the data. It's only making up 3% of the overall ethnicity. Furthermore, we divided the age of the overall respondents into several categories, that is below 30 years old, 31 to 40 years old, 41 to 50 years old, and the last above 51 years old. Respondents who are below 30 years old occupied the most group of the data. It has a total of 13 respondents. The next frequent category is 41 to 50 years old. There are 8 out of 30 total respondents are come from these age groups. Followed by the respondents aged above 51 years old, they consist of a total 5 people. Respondents aged between 31 to 40 years old claim a least percentage. We've only covered 3 out of total 30 respondents.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh and a very good day. My name is NURUL HAZIQAH binti ZAINAL ABIDIN and my matrix number is 284210. In this part, you'll be seeing the consumer behavior 1 and I'll be presenting to you about the role of brand in influencing the level of demand. A survey was done to analyze the consumer behavior towards branded luxury goods, and 30 of the respondents answered the questionnaire. The answers were given in the form of scale 1 to 5. The first question was about the preference to purchase the products depending on their brand. 50% of the respondents stated the scale 4 and 5. Scale 4 stands for agree, whereas scale 5 stands for strongly agree. Brand is an important element associated with the luxury goods. In modern economics, all luxury goods are synonymous with the brand culture. There are many examples of branded luxury goods such as Gucci, Rolls-Royce, and also Louis Vuitton. People who live in a luxury life would not mind to spend their money in these big brands to satisfy their unlimited wants. There are several factors influencing consumer behavior for branded luxury goods. First, Purchase of branded luxury good is determined by the increase in consumers' income. When the income of an individual increases, they tend to spend a bigger percentage of their income to purchase a luxury good to satisfy their utilities. Second is consumers' recognition of certain brands influences consumer to purchase the goods. For example, the knowledge of the branded good is either from their own experience or from other known people will make them trust on the quality of the branded good itself, despite the price of it. Other than that, purchasing of branded luxury good also relates to the long history which is associated with the good. For example, brands such as Swiss and Rolex watches are known for high quality craftsmanship and had been in the market for such a long time. Another factor that influences consumer behavior towards branded goods is the strong advertisement in the modern times. The improvement of technology had created innovative and creative way of advertisement to attract consumers for branded goods. That is all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is RIFHAN. I'll present about my part, which is relationship between income and price of the goods. To begin with, there is a relationship between these two, which is income and price of the goods, which influence consumer behavior and preference. A survey conducted for more evaluation. For the first question, the respondents need to consider if their income rises, they will purchase more of goods or not. Most of the respondents choose to purchase it since they have enough money to purchase the goods. Next, the respondents need to consider if the price of the good is low, they will purchase more of the goods or not. Majority of the respondents choose to purchase more of the goods since the price is low and it gives them benefit and satisfaction. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is IDDIN AMIREEN bin Adam and I'll be talking about consumers' preference towards online shopping. For the first question, we asked the respondents if they prefer to buy goods online rather than in person. Some consumers actually prefer in-store purchase while others prefer to stay at home. However, in our survey, the majority of the respondents felt neutral towards the question. This could really be affected as there are so many pros and cons towards online shopping. For the second question, we talk about the convenience and cost effective of online shopping. Now, what is the convenience and cost effective of online shopping? Convenience is basically if consumers are too busy to actually carry out their shopping, they can easily just purchase it online. Naturally, this makes it easier for them to buy products without having them to leave their busy work schedule. Now, compared to the previous question, the majority of respondents agree that online shopping is actually convenient and cost effective.
Hi everyone, my name is Sarah and I'm going to proceed with the second part of the consumer behavior, which is analysis from the respondent based on the question in the survey. Based on the survey given, they are numbered from 1 to 5 for the respondent to every given question. If the respondent with 5 means that they are agreeing with the statement of the question and they will purchase good A. However, if the respondent with of 1 means that they are disagreeing with the statement of the question and they will not buy good A. Question 1. If the price of good A falls by 50%, I will purchase it. Therefore, based on the chart, most of the respondents, 15 out of 30 respondents rated number 5, meaning that they agree with the statement. Question 2. Even if the price of good A is high, I will still purchase good A. Based on the graph, majority of the respondents, 10 out of 30 respondents rated number 3, which means they were neutral about whether they wanted to purchase the good. Question 3. If the price of good B rises by 50%, I will purchase good A. Therefore, from the chart, 11 out of 30 respondents rated number 5, meaning that most of the respondents will not buy good B if it rises by 50%. Question 4. If my income increases by 50%, I will purchase good A. Based on the graph, most of the respondents, 10 out of 30 respondents chooses number 4, which means they agree and wanted to purchase good A. Question 5. If my income increases by 50%, I will purchase both good A and B. If the respondent rated 5, means that they are agreeing with the statement of the question and they will purchase good A and B, vice versa. The result from the pie chart shows that number 2, 3, and 4 hold the same position as the highest number of respondents choose this number to rate this statement of the question, which is 7 out of 30 respondents for each number of 2, 3, and 4.
Hi, my name is QISTINA and my metric number is 284404. Let us move to the finding for consumer behavior part 2. We focus on consumer choice between KFC and McDonald's products. As we know, economic factor is not the only determinant of choice. There is also factors of social, cultural, and etc. Both KFC and McDonald's are famous in Malaysia as it always crowded by people. However, what makes respondents choose one than another product? First, we take a look at the price factor. In the first question, we asked if fall in good A's will have any effect on demand. The answer will be yes. There is increment in demand by our respondents' answer. This is what we call law of demand. We jump into the next factor, which is the starter for external factors, individual utility. Utility is the satisfactory you got from a goods. From our questionnaire, we could also say that McDonald's has also its own fans. This could be one of the reasons why it will still be the choice. For example, in question 2, we did ask if McDonald's price increased, would you rather still buying it? And 18 respondents still agreed to buy it despite increment in price, showing how big utility McDonald's has given to these respondents. Remember, price and low demand is not the only determinant of consumers' choice. Second external factor from our questionnaire finding is about substitute goods. Now, if you are an economics student, this term is nowhere near too unfamiliar. We all have heard about substitute and complementary goods. At first glance, we could already tell that McDonald's and KFC is substitutes. By wise thinking, who wants to spend their lots of money when there is another choice that is cheaper, right? Question 2 stated about increment in McDonald's price resulted in 12 respondents disagreeing about buying McDonald's. They would rather buy KFC since KFC price is still in constant or ceteris paribus. If we analyze question 3, it has bigger example of substitution. Many respondents choose McDonald's if KFC price increase, showing how aware respondents are towards substitution.
Hello, my name is NURNISA BALQIS Binti AZMI, metric number 284312.
Moving on to the next external factor, which is income elasticity. Malaysia has recorded a decrease in income in the year 2020 for paid employment and self-employment with negative 1.61% and 9.7% respectively. This could be caused by the pandemic in our country and a long-time MCO. We have provided income-related questions in our questionnaire to view the responsiveness of respondents when income is on the topic. By question 4, the focus is only on a good A. Since income increased by 50%, the majority of respondents choose to buy a good A, showing good A is a normal good. By real-life application, an increase in income will definitely result in buying fewer inferior goods such as instant noodle and changing to fast food restaurant. However, some respondents choose strongly disagree as their reflection might have any reason outside the economic factor. The next factor is the importance of brand and reputation. Brand reputation is the perception of the brand and how the customer and stakeholders see the company's particular brand and the market as a whole. A positive brand reputation indicates that the customer trusts the brand and its products and that the buyer feels good about purchasing the goods and services. Based on question 2, shows that 9 respondents will still buy it because they rated strongly agree and agree. This is because having a solid and favorable brand reputation in the market instills trust in existing and potential customers as they feel the brand will thrive, survive, and deliver on all its promises. Furthermore, the customer always buy goods and services from a well-known brand in the market and within their social circle.
Hi, my name is Khor, metric number is 284287. So now let me to continue the part of consumer preference. Consumer preference is defined as a set of assumptions focused on consumer choices that result in various outcomes, such as happiness or utility. Consumer preference enable consumers to rank different bundles of goods based on utility level or the overall satisfaction of consuming a good or service. Referring to question 2 in the questionnaire, even if the price of good A is high, I will still purchase good A and can relate to consumer preference as people will still purchase good A, which is McDonald's. We can make an example based on the picture shown in the questionnaire, which KFC has introduced their new extra hot and spicy chicken, while McDonald's also has the menu of spicy ayam goreng. Unfortunately, some consumers are quite disappointed as it is a less intense version of the spicy ayam goreng from McDonald's, and maybe the seasoning was unimpressive. Now, let me to summarize our finding for consumer behavior 2, which from a positive economic view. It can be concluded that most of the respondents choose good A over good B. It can be proven by referring to question 2 in the questionnaire, which even if the price of good A is high, their respondent they still purchases it. In findings, it has shown that good B is only the alternative good for consumer to choose. Also, we can relate it from a normative economic view. Normative economics is subjective and value-based, originating from the decision-making process, personal perspective, feelings, or opinions. The nature of normative economics statement is rigid and prescriptive. So that's all from the Consumer Behavior Part 2. Thank you.
Hi, my name is LIYANA HADIRAH and my metric number is 284313. Consumer demand is the ability and willingness of consumers to purchase a certain quantity of goods and service within a given period. The larger the demand, the more enticed the entrepreneurs will be to enter a market, and the more likely a market will be formed. Income is not the main factor that determines the purchase of branded luxury goods, while the promotion provides the knowledge of the product. And with more space for advertising now, information on branded goods quickly reaches the consumers. It shows that although any factors influence buying branded goods, income is the main factor which affect the purchase. Brand reputation is the brand's perception and how the consumer and stakeholders see the company's particular brand and the market as a whole. This is because having a solid and favorable brand reputation is the market instills trust in existing and potential customers as they feel the branded will thrive, survive, and deliver on all of its promises. The expansion of online shopping has been exponential since the rise of significant internet-based e-commerce companies, with a massive increase in the number of people choosing to buy online rather than in store. One of the best aspects of online shopping is having things delivered to home or a PO box. Consumer behavior is hard to predict, especially when roles are the user, payer, and buyer. It is the real reason why competition in an industry exists.
Thank you for watching our video.